Hello everyone, welcome to 1 Hour Gameplay channel. Today I try to make a video without any extra fluff, just the facts. For those who already know everything, here's the freshest gameplay. And at the very end, the last 30 seconds will contain spoilers, be careful, trophy trial leaks, which reveal endgame content and more. Likes and subscriptions will really help me make more game guides. Thank you so much. Come join the streams and enjoy the game. Dragon's Dogma 2 offer you 10 different classes, and the great news is that you can switch them during one playthrough by simply talking to the right NPC. I'm thinking of making a video about all classes. In short, at the beginning we have 4 basic classes: Fighter, Archer, Mage and Thief. Then there are 5 advanced vocations with specific skills, and the 10th, Warfarer, is inherently weaker than others in terms of characteristics, but can learn techniques and use weapons from different classes. The story completion time is 40 hours or more, and the game's publisher says, plus additional quests in the first part. Perfectionist brought this up to 200 hours or more. And I'll remind you that the map in the second part is 4 times larger. There is a whole new desert biome here, inhabited by a new race of Beastern, and another big separate island. Some side quests are time limited, for example quests with a missing child and wolves. We can track him at night by blue bellflowers. But if you decide to rest by the fire, you'll simply find his corpse in the cave in the morning. If you delay completing urgent requests, this quest is likely to fail. The nights here are very dangerous, and you have to set up a camp to rest, where you can restore health and roast various meats obtained from the monsters. It's funny how they work on animation and had a delicious meal. It might also offend the feelings of vegans. And someone just hopes that these screens can be skipped because it's unbearable to watch meat which costs more than 10 bucks per kilo at the store every time. But if you're more of a city dweller, you'll be pleased to know that in the game you'll be able to buy real estate in some cities and villages. Right now we know that we won't be able to furnish our houses, but we know that some NPCs can teach you different things. By the way, pawns very useful in the game. They behave like real people, constantly giving advice on nearby hidden treasures or helping you in quests. You can discuss further action with them. They are also very strong, able to knock down a boss or just watch them climb the boss instead of you. It's always nice to watch others do their job well. You can also push off from their shield to jump on a rock or jump on a griffin. For example, Mage can fly and bring ladder for you if you need to climb somewhere. Pawns also have their inventory and will carry loot and collect items with you. The other side of the coin is that some enemies, like Drake, can charm them and make them follow their orders, so you won't be fight just one dragon anymore, and even against your comrade. Well, if you're a lone wolf and don't want to take pawns with you onto your journey, for each one left to you, they'll give you a bonus, approximately 25% to experience, or if they are 25 levels below you, at least that's how it was in the first part. By the way, the levels eating increase to 200s. Further, as in the first part, according to the game's lore, you can swim. All water are charged with the red deadly tentacles called Bran. I call it deadly borscht. The sad part is that there is only one save file and one autosave for one of your characters and one main pawn. Accordingly, for the playthrough, dynamic enemies will follow you even into the village, leading to complete chaos among the townspeople. Some will run away, while others will take up arms and defend. Also, while fleeing from a mini-boss, you might encounter other bosses, which could lead to a battle with 3 bosses and more, for example harpies or a pack of wolves. Similar enemies can flee on their own, but if you manage to find them after a short time, they'll still have all the damage and scars, and the health level they got in the battle with you will be retained. Also in the game you can encounter 1,000 characters, many of whom will approach you with their side quests. As for FPS, it's difficult for me to judge before the release and formulate correctly, but the main problem is the lack of fixed frame rate. Journalists played an early version on PS5 where there was only one graphic mode, and their FPS remained around 30 FPS all time. All true, it should fluctuate up to 60 on consoles and 120 on PC. Let's see the test at release and after some updates. But compared to the studio Capcom's previous games, I think they deserve trust. On Steam, everyone already has access to a free character editor from the game, after which, after purchase, you'll be able to transfer all characters to the main game. The character editor is simply amazing, and I've already spent 6 hours in it, which is the duration of some short games. Know that the weight on the character affects the size of their inventory, height affects movement speed and also affects the stamina recovery rate. You create one main pawn in the editor yourself, you can share it with your friends and the community. Also for in-game currency you'll constantly exchange the other 2 pawns for higher levels, so you might come across unique creations making their choice more exciting. Roughly speaking, the pawn exchange is the entire online aspects here. In Dogma 2 there is no cooperative play at all. Your squad is controlled only by AI, and you give them commands and initially choose the character traits of pawns. A bit more about pawns. There is a clever trick. If you're playing as a mage, there is a spell sync, where multiple spellcaster can join forces to reduce the casting time of powerful spells or increase the damage. So if you're planning to play as a mage, it's worth considering taking a second one into your squad. There is also a mysterious disease in the game called Dragon's Plague, which can affect your pawns. At first it makes them bolder and stronger, but at later stages the disease can lead to devastating consequences. So you need to watch your group and check if someone is behaving a little differently than usual. What's most praised in Dragon's Dogma 2 is its cool combat system. Constant chaos on the battlefield and the system of climbing on the back of Griffin, Dragon, Medusa, trying to hit its weak spots. From the trailers we know that there are 21 types of enemies, as well as Slime's resistance to physical attacks, Sphinx with their riddles and Medusa Gorgon. The developers of the first Dragon Dogma has been working on the Devil May Cry series for all these years, so he knows RPGs. He waited for technological progress to implement his ideas in the second Dragon's Dogma. The absence of fast travel in one of the interviews he explained by saying that travel is boring only because your game is boring. It seems that the new world of Dragon's Dogma will be saturated with enemies, random events and various points of interest, and there will also be cars on the main roads, but you shouldn't relax in them because monsters will ambush your caravan, sometimes something like how animals attack us in Red Dead Online. When creating the world, he drew inspiration from GTA 5, so dynamic events developed by Rockstar undoubtedly inspired him. The voice acting in the game is English and Japanese. Dialogues with all NPCs happen upon pressing, and there aren't many of them, so I shouldn't have any problems with that. Game price is currently $70 for standard and $80 for deluxe edition. By the way, deluxe is not mandatory, it's designed purely to help newcomers at the start. Almost everything can be earned in the game itself. All future editions are already included in the standard price. As I mentioned in the previous video, Capcom often offers good discounts on their games, especially when DLC are released. The difficulty of the game in the first part is 3 levels. At release you could start the new game only on easy and standard, then they separately added hard mode, where experience was doubled but stamina was consumed faster and you receiving more damage and gold. Enemies also had higher thresholds for staggering and knockdowns. On which difficulty and with which vocation will you play? I'm thinking for the first playthrough to get acquainted with the game on easy and with a 10th multi-class, a warfare who can combine the skills of the other 9 classes, but pays for it with reduced characteristics. For the second playthrough, to play on normal and choose some main class or even a trickster who has no direct attacks, only support and illusions. But these are just ideas. What's your plan? Tell me. I read everything, I answer everyone. Also, the release date is March 22nd on PC and current generation consoles. It took all my strength to wait for the release, but I am already filled with anticipation. Your comments, recording videos for you, and the character editor really help pass the time. Thank you so much for watching until the end. As I promised, now there will be spoilers about the trophies, and I really hope you already subscribed. Hit the bell icon to not miss new videos. Thank you very much, my dear subs. I appreciate and respect each of you greatly. So, regarding the trophies and achievements that reveal some details in the game. There are hot springs in the game. The game features a kinship system and relationship system. A new type of enemy will appear, the Headless Rider. Players will be able to buy houses, and outside the main map will be islands. Players can use Gorgon's head as a weapon, but in principle we already know about this. I don't want to read all the trophies, just look at them on the screen, like arrive in the city, cross the border, buy your own home, ride in a cart, behead a Medusa, give a quest to a pawn, and more. Silver trophies experience the end of the cycle, the Guardian led the people to safety in the unmoored world. Also we have gold trophies and platinum. Oh my god, guys, I can't wait, really. I don't play at all without streams. Come to my channel, let's play together. While playing, listen to the streams like a podcast in the background. Thank you very much for watching this video, I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe on my channel, give a like on this video, write your thoughts and comments right down below in comment section. Thank you very much one more time, I wish you good health and best of luck. Goodbye.